my wonderful grandchild. Okay, there's two things you're really thinking about and working on every day as you move just a little bit closer every day towards your goal of financial independence. Financial independence, which you can achieve in 20 years, 15 years. For some people who really get into this and are thinking people of action, you may be able to do it in 12 years. Can you imagine that? You're 23, financially independent at 35. You're 35, financially independent at 47. Not bad. It's even not bad if you're 47 and you start doing this and you're financially independent at 59. Even somebody my age, 59, 71. I mean, go ahead and do it every day. What are you doing? Well, you're thinking about two things. You're thinking about your career and you're thinking about your investments. So you're thinking about your career. In other words, you're not going to work every day in a job that you hate. Why are you doing that? You know, if you're working for some asshole boss, why are you doing that? If you're working in a job where there's, no zero advancement opportunities, if you're working on a landscaping crew and you're saying, these guys have been doing this for 20 years and, if I stay here, I'm just going to be doing this for the next 20 years. No, I want something more for myself. So I'm going to work for maybe a larger landscaping company where they need foremans and there's ways to move up, or even better, I'm going to start my own landscaping company. What do you need? Well, you need a lawnmower and you need the balls to, like Mario, knock on the door and say, may I mow your lawn? Why are you going to success.org and taking the courses? Because you want to hear these stories about people who have started with from zero, and then accomplished a great deal in their lives. That's you. So you're thinking every day, is this a good job? Are there advancement opportunities? What am I doing to be promoted? How can I make more money? Are there opportunities for me? I mean, I want you to accept the fact that you're probably going to have to work 50 hours a week, 40 hours to pay your bills like everybody else, and then an extra 10 hours, what you're saving for your investments, for your down payments on your condos. I mean, this is a surefire path to financial independence. Do I think you're crazy if you don't do it? Yes, I think you're absolutely crazy if you don't do it. Why are you working your whole life if you can have these wonderful people called tenants giving you money every month? So, going to make this whole thing work out, this real estate thing. The Master Real Estate course, free on success.org. The Master Success app, the Success app, where there is 1,000 panels, just little bits of things for you to study and to think about every day to make your life better. And then, you're thinking about your investments. I mean, this is not complicated. This is simple. You don't have to go to Harvard Business School. You don't need that MBA. You need nothing. You don't need college. What you need the idea. You need what I'm going to teach you on success.org, and it's all free. What are you going to learn? Are you going to learn that you're going to work in a small, specific investment area? You're going to figure out where the condos are in that small, specific investment area. You're going to become expert at values at those condos. You know what a good deal. What does this cost? It costs nothing. You can do this online, nothing, in your spare time, and you're accumulating this information. What does it cost for you to go into a bank or, to a mortgage, talk to a mortgage broker and say, hey, listen, I'm interested in buying a $200,000 condo. I'm going to live in it myself. What do I have to put down? I mean, you may have to put down, as little as 5%. So what's that? That's $10,000. All right. So you have a specific goal for your extra 10 hours of work each week is to make that $10,000. You can put it down on your condo. Then you're doing that and you live in that condo for 2 years and you rent that out and you get another one. I mean, this is not complicated. I have made this simple. This is as simple as possible. You're going to get your 4 condos. You're going to create a family dynasty of wealth that can last forever. I mean, you're doing this for yourself. You're doing this for your partner. You're doing this for your kids, for your grandchildren, and for the generations that follow. I mean, real estate just keeps rolling on and rolling on. I mean, when do tenants stop paying rent? They don't. So you want to get in on this. How do you get in on this? You got to make money So you have your down payment to buy the first condo, the second, the third, then, after you have a few of these condos, then you have equity in them, and you can use the equity in them to buy the other ones. Maybe you don't have to work the extra time. But maybe you want to do that. Now, where you going from the 20 years down to the 15 years down to the 12? Well, it's compounding your efforts, and it's being smart. You are a smart, thinking person of action. You think, I'm going to do this. I'm going to check this out. I can do this. Papa Bill tells me I can do this. If I'm a teacher, if I'm a cop, if I'm a nurse, if I'm mowing lawns, if I'm polishing nails, whatever it is that I'm doing, you can do it. You can be somebody who's shoveling shit and, working for a sewer company. Who cares? If you're making enough money to get your condos, it's all going to pay off for you in the end. That's what you want. You got to want it, because I want it for you, and I know that you can do it, but you got to say, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to check out all of Papa Bill's free stuff on success.org, and I'm going to start taking advantage of this, and I'm going to start working on this, and I'm going to have everything that I ever wanted in my life for myself and my family. I want to be able to spoil those I love. Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want that to be your life. What do we say? Rich and respected. I'm giving you the plan to get rich, and then respected is, you're a nice person. You open the door, you say hello, you smile, good morning. People are glad to see you. You're not talking over everybody all the time, Respected and rich. I mean, come on. That's going to be a good life for you, and that's what I want for you. I'm your grandpa. I'm your Papa Bill.